setting up for it.
Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Sooner. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. There we go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well sit on the land.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Man, that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've smucked into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Myers to the middle. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, he's got some speed. Pass attempt. And he ran away from the defense. That's what you need.
He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, he got the long touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab deep.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior. They decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first and just throwing in completion. So 3rd in California. The defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps, and you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing the positioning too, I think, Dave. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today in college football that can run down the field vertically and make plays like that. These aren't just blockers and guys that catch flat routes. These guys now can hurt you. They've got an outstanding weapon at the tight end position there.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure. He's knocked down.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Corner's going to give them room. Lets it fly. Finds his man open. Out of bounds. Right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy, Reese, that can split him out getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure he was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. First down and more. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget threes. We need sixes.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You're in the red zone, spread out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting running that. They were physical, and they were able to force them to get the ball.
The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line. I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he can score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Turbin. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs it point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Now let's take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Makes the grab on the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Nice job by this defense, putting their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. Look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Hurricane! He got a snap and just dusted the field.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half. That was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass, it's Turbin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This is who the Canes are. Speed and wide receiver. Santana Moss, Andre Johnson, you name it. The list goes on, and this guy can join that list.
You know, it's fun. It's fun when you're recruiting the state of Florida and you can throw a rock and hit somebody that can run a 10-200. That's really nice. They find elite playmakers out wide at Miami, and you've seen so many greats throughout their history.
Not much room. They pick up a 2 down to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding an escape route. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it. Second guy finally did.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. Now we got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. The whirling throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Offense changing the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason concentration laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in. in this Oklahoma offense.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Yet another tremendous all-purpose back that the Canes use both running and receiving.
Man, showing you he can do it all. And listen, if I'm this offense, continue to find this guy, feed him, let him make big plays, let this Hurricane crowd go nuts.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Running back searching for a hole. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Lasso! Lasso!
On third and short, the power line here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Hey man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
The Canes will try to convert on fourth down.
Jackrabbit!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw him way down the field. He's going to make the catch and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Torquing the ball. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. Ball into the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're just going to see what the offense does on this next one.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Fires it. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. This is hard for a touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Wants to go up top. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. They needed that 2-point conversion so that they could get this thing within a field goal. Now you've got to go out and execute the onside kick, get it back, and then it's all going to fall on the kicker.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. The gift to the tailback. There we go. Past the 50.
They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to solve this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal with 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
And he's gonna house it all the way back for a touchdown. This game just hit the wacky button. We've got a finish in store.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Those opportunities opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He might want another play.
Hornet! Lion!
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about